भगवते वासुदेवाय। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam Daily Chanting. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 5, 55, 56, 57. Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. Text number 55. Atatan slakshana vacha Pratiya hua mahabudam Vacha vidvamstan nistam Krapaya prahasanivam. Word to word. Atha, then, tan, the class friends, slakshana, with very pleasing, vacha, speech, Pratihua, addressing Mahabuddha Prahlad Maharaj, who is highly learned and advanced in spiritual consciousness. Maha means great, and Buddha means learned. Uvacha said, Vidwan, very learned. Tat Nishtam, the path of God realization. Krapaya, being merciful. Prahasan, smiling, Eva, like. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Prahlad Maharaj, who was truly the supreme learned person, then addressed his class friends in very sweet language. Smiling, he began to teach them about the uselessness of the materialistic way of life. Being very kind to them, he instructed them as follows. Purport. Prahlad Maharaj's smiling is very significant. The other students were very much advanced in enjoying materialistic life through religion, economic advancement, sense gratification. But Prahlad Maharaj laughed at them, knowing that this was not actual happiness. For real happiness in advancement of Krishna consciousness, the duty of those who follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj to teach entire world how to be Krishna consciousness and to be really happy. Materialistic person take to so-called religion to get some blessing so that they can improve their economic position and enjoy the material world through sense gratification. But devotees like Prahlad Maharaj laugh at how foolish they are to be busy in temporary life without knowledge of the soul's transmigration from one body to another. Materialistic persons are engaged in striving for temporary benefits, whereas persons advanced spiritual knowledge, such as Prahlad Maharaj, are not interested in the materialistic way of the life. Instead, they want to be elevated to an eternal life of knowledge and bliss. Therefore, as Krishna always compassionate to the fallen soul, his servant, the devotees of the Lord, are also interested in educating the entire population in Krishna consciousness. The mistake of materialist life is understood by devotees. Mistake of materialist life, and therefore they smile upon it, considering insignificant. Out of compassion, however, such devotees preach the gospel of Bhagavad Gita all over the world. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamcha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Peshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatadeshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayite Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratise Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpataru Bheksha Krapa Sindhubhya Eva cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। One more time. अथातन श्लक्षण वाच प्रतिहुआ महाबुध उवाच विद्वंस्तन्निष्टं कृपया प्रहासन इव. Prahlad Maharaj, who is truly the supreme learned person. So here, Yudhishthira is asking Narad how Prahlad Maharaj is become so great. What is the reason? That's why how a saintly son from the womb of his mother learned everything from Narad and become a very elevated devotee, and he pleases the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. So he's smiling because he is thinking why these people are rotting in this material world and only interested in sense gratification and development, economic development. They want nothing else. Everything is centered there. That's the laughter. He is laughing. Even elevated soul most of the time laugh at us, what we are doing in rotting in this material world, because there is a way to get out from this prison. So this laughter, smile we have seen when Markandeya Rishi wanted to see illusory energy of the Lord. So Lord gave a smile. He knows Markandeya Rishi cannot withstand this illusory energy. So this material world is like that. It's an illusion. We think we can enjoy permanently here and make a permanent place in this material world. And another time, Lord laughed at Lord Shiva because he wanted to see Murti. So, Mohini Murti. That time also, Krishna knows, Vishnu knows that even Lord Shiva cannot withstand his potency. So, we are only take shelter of the Guru and Gauranga, then only we can overcome this illusory energy of the Lord. It's very difficult. We know that. Krishna himself says that you cannot unless you surrender to me. So Krishna is always telling us, Am sarvasya prabhavo mat sarvam pravattate iti matva bhajate mam buddha bhava samanvita etam vibhutam yogam cha mama yo veti tatvata so vikalpa yogena punjayate natra samshaya. One who's factually convinced of these opulences of mystic power of mind engage in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. Highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulence of the Supreme Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is doing. He wants to convince those who are playing children. Of course, they are very small, on 5 years. But again, he says Kaumaram. That Kaumaram age has almost 80 to 90% brain is developed. So the grasping, and they are easily, convinced easy because they are not attacked by the material opulences. Though their parents teach them what to do, they follow them also, but they're inclined to listen to Prahlad Maharaj because of his purity. And one, Eko Kurunandan, is one-sided, is so much, is fixed in mind of the Lord. That is why the Srimad Bhagavatam glorifies, we glorify most of the time Prahlad Maharaj and the Narsingh Dev, because Narsingh Dev is brought only because Prahlad Maharaj is very pure. Of course, in many places we have seen Lord Ram also worshipped Prahlad Maharaj. I mean, sorry, Lord. So when we see Narsingh Dev, how merciful, even Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all of them worship themselves. They are not different from themselves, but they worship to show that the Narsingh Dev is very, very powerful to give us blessing, mercy, to withstand all the disturbance in this world. So that's why Prabhupada has given us the opportunity to sing 2 to 3 times this Narsingh prayer. So when we sing, we are become fearless, because Narsingh Dev can do anything as a avatar of the Lord. So that is the reason Prahlad Maharaj is so much convinced. However, his father wants to try him to kill him, punish him, and no parents wants to punish that much their own son. But Kali Yuga, it might happen also, because of the some unmotivated, motivated their own interest. So we should understand that the smiling of Prahlad Maharaj is very significant. It's written there, because the other students were not at all knowing anything about Lord Vishnu, because Hiranyakaship's enemies, he thinks he is the enemy, Vishnu is his enemy, and he wants to kill the enemy of, and the one who serves Vishnu also, one who devotional service they do, they want to kill and disturb them. That is why Prahlad Maharaj is telling, you are doing which is not giving you any mileage in the future. All these things you are doing, sense gratification. And this, as they got a beginning and the end. And once you become end, you are nowhere placed. You have to go again to the animal kingdom and other asuras, yoni. What is the use of this, all these things, happiness, which is, bubble in the water. It can burst anytime. So we should know that understanding the temporary benefits of this material world, which will not give us any pleasure. It might give you a little pleasure, then there is misery will be there. To get that pleasure also, you have to strive very hard. These materialist people thinking that they can, safely stay and enjoy in the future life, go on burdening, like ass, working like ass, and get what? Which is easily available to everyone. Lord has, when Brahma sent, when Brahma created, Lord Vishnu is told him, see that they get roti, kapda, makan. Always. There is always there. It is not that we are thinking we are safe in earning more. We are safe in doing so many things. There is nothing like safe in this. Only we think when we keep our gold and money in the safe vault, that may be safe, or that also may not be safe. So we should understand that the smile, because of the mistake of materialistic life understood by devotees, that's why we smile at other people, those who are doing nonsensical things in this life. So the transmigration, they do not know. They think this is the final destination, final life. They do not know we have to go through another many lifetimes to transmigrate. Soul is temporary, and this is temporary. So when we think this temporary is permanent, all the problems will start. When we think it is temporary, then problems will be solved many times. So we should understand that nobody will be there when in the deathbed. Only devotees will help. We have seen enough people are suffering in this world. Devotees. Only devotees come and care. Their own relatives come for few minutes and few days, but they are busy in their own material life. They cannot look after even their own parents. So here Prahlad Maharaj is telling, please leave this temporary world. Worship the Lord who gives us all the happiness and pleasure in this world. And it is the duty of every person to understand what is temporary and what is permanent, what is the destination. So these devotees and Vaishnavas, Acharyas are all compassion. They're full of compassion to the fallen soul like us. That is why Lord provides us our spiritual master, Acharyas, and their commentary. And we should understand this. This is only meant for us. Even in Bhagavad Gita, though spoken by Krishna to Arjun, it's nothing to do with Arjun, because Arjun is already elevated. And in this world, we are not come here to prove ourselves we are great. We have to improve. That's why today's quote, if you see Bhaktivinoda Thakur's quote, we have taken an oath to chant clearly, and we are here to improve. Improve every day, every minute we have to improve. We are thinking, Lord is so kind. He has invested all his opulences in that name. And when we chant, we are connecting with the Lord. When we connecting with the Lord, He is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. He is the most dear guest for us. We should not neglect the guest because He is the Supreme. He gives all necessary things in our life, all the facility when we chant. Though we see Haridas Thakur, we see any, Pingala prostitute, everything is given Lord, because her desire, when she is frustrated of, doing that prostitute work, then only she would come to the devotional service, because this world is meant for frustration. But we can understand there, this world is frustrated by many people. Why we should undergo same line of frustration, then we come to devotional service. We should not do that mistake. We should understand this. Bhagavatam is telling us, Ajamil, so many examples are given here, how they are undergoing so much, effort to enjoy in this life. Ultimately, they are frustrated. Then they go to forest for, So when we understand this material world is temporary by this Prahlad Maharaj and so many Dhruva Maharaj, everything we understand, then only we can see that our true nature to love Krishna and his devotees and have association and serve them and going to Dham and everything and taking the holy name with very seriousness. We have to be very serious when we, take the name of the Lord. It is not ordinary name. Once we understand, according to today's quote also, we have to endeavor up to the last breath of us. Then mercy may come, mercy may not come. That is up to Krishna. That we should not worry. We can't demand Krishna, please give. I have chanted 24 rounds. I chanted today 80 rights. That's immaterial for us. All our mistakes in chanting and doing service in the day, temple and other things, he is covered by 32 millions of Brahmanas chanting behalf of us. We should know that. So when we do more mistakes, when we do more anarthas, then it's difficult for Lord to, give full benefit to us. So whenever grace is there, always grace is there through our acharyas and everything. They suffered, they are showing the endeavor. And whenever they are so rich, they leave everything. We have seen, how compassion they are. There was a small story of Kumbar, that's a pot maker. He was an ardent devotee of Vittal, Lord Vittal, Rukmini Vittal. He was a pot maker, and his cat gave 5 kittens, and he was making the pot, and somehow the cat kept the kittens in that pot. And as they put everything pot in the oven, and he was not knowing, he has put a wok. Then the cat came running, mother came running and fell on his feet, leaking. Then he asked his wife and daughter whether the kittens were in the pot, which was to be underwent that heat. It has to be. So he was stopped taking food for 3 days. He said to Lord, please save that kitten. Otherwise, I will come to your lotus feet in the temple. I will, keep fasting. So after 3 days, that pot has to be, be hard because of the heat and everything. And he removed. See, the Lord is so merciful. The kitten, nothing happened. They came alive and they joined the mother. So it is the Prahlad Maharaj. If you see these people, they are very much, attached to the Lord, and Lord will give everything. Lord give himself. See, that is his greatness. Of course, we are not in that platform where we can ask the Lord, come. We can only pray for others. Please, Lord, if you, well, Srila Prabhupada used to always say, if you should pray like that. If you please, if you want, please rectify our mistake. Our, fellow is suffering. If you like, please reduce his suffering. All these prayers should be only we can ask if you like. It is not we can't demand because of our, their acharyas are different. They are, so powerful. They can do that. That's why whenever we do appearance in discipline day of any acharyas, we should be fully convinced, yes, mercy is flowing because we are serving them when they are serving their whatever teaching. So that will give us a good mileage in our lifetime. So we'll finish today 56, 57 also because there's the last verse. So te tu tad guravat sarve tvekta krida parichadam bala advishta diyo dvandava marita hitam पर्युपासत राजेन्द्र तन्न्याष्टाहृदये क्षणं तन् अह करुणा मैत्रो महाभागवतो असुर they too indeed tat gauravat from great respect for the words of Prahlad Maharaj due to the being is a devotee. Survey all of them. Tekta having given up. Krida Parikshada for toys for playing. Bala the boys. Adushita Diya whose intelligence was not as polluted, so that their fathers. Dvandva, the duality. Arama of those taking pleasure, the instructor, namely Sanda and Amarika. Irita by the instruction, ihitai and action. Paripasata sat down around Rajendra, Raja Indra, O king of Yudhishthir, O king Yudhishthir. Tat unto him, Nyasta, having given up Hridaya Ikshina, their hearts and eyes turned unto them. Aha spoke Karuna, very merciful. Maitra, a real friend. Mahabhagavata, and most exalted devotee. Asura, Prahlad Maharaj, although born in an Asura family. Translation purported by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. My dear King Yudhishthir, all the children were very much affectionate and respected to Prahlad Maharaj, and because of their tender age, they were not so polluted by the instruction of action of their teachers. So we should understand that whenever our children are very small, we should bring them to temple, we should teach them Bhagavad Gita, we should have association, we should call devotees and acharyas, Guru Maharaj, so that they got right type of association and the right time because they are tender, they are not polluted. This is what is written again and again. When somebody is not polluted, it is easy to instruct them and they grasp in such attention. They follow it. So we should be, as a parents, we should be exemplary to our children so that they also follow. That's the reason whatever we do, our endeavor is the benefit of children, relatives, everything. Then they know, yeah, this is not a selfish person. So they are ear who is attached to condemned duality and bodily conform. Thus, the boys surrendered Prahlad Maharaj, giving up their playmates, and sat down to hear. See, the sacrifice these children are doing here. They sacrifice their play, they sacrifice their toys because attraction of a pure devotee. When the pure devotee comes, he attracts, he gives us so much affiliation from his face and everything. That itself is attracted. So the heart's eyes fixed upon him, looked at with him great earnest. Prahlad Maharaj, although born in a demon family, was an exalted devotee and he desired their welfare. Thus, he began to instructing them about the futility of materialist life. The words Vala Advishta Diya indicate that the children being a tender age were not polluted by materialist life as their fathers. Prahlad Maharaj, therefore, taking advantage of the innocence of his classmates, began teaching them about the importance of spiritual life and the insignificance of materialist life. Although the teachers Sanda and America were instructing all the boys in the materialist life of religion, economic development, and sense gratification, the boys were not much polluted. Therefore, with great attention, they wanted to hear from Prahlad Maharaj about Krishna consciousness. In our Krishna conscious movement, the Gurukul plays an extremely important part in our activities because right from the childhood, the boys at the Gurukul are instructed about Krishna consciousness. Thus, they became steady within the course of their hearts, and there is very little possibility they will be conquered by the modes of material nature when they are older. This and Bhaktivedanta purports of the seventh canto, fifth chapter of the Srimad Bhagvatam, entitled Prahlad Maharaj, the saintly son of Hiranyakashipu. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was so much interested, learn what is the nature of Prahlad Maharaj, why he's become so much saintly in this sole chapter, and how we could withstand all the atrocities from his father, and how he's concentrating only on the Lord. For him, death and living doesn't matter. He says, Krishna rake to mare kon, Krishna mare to rake. So when we know, he is completely understanding. If Krishna wanted me to be killed by my father, I am ready. There is nothing wrong. That's why Prabhupada used to say, when you are if somebody imprison you for not, doing some nonsense, still you can elevate the prisoners by chanting the name loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Manusha Janma, we know that it's very rare. When we know the rarity of the Manush Janma, we should understand and we could make other people to understand what is the Prahlad Maharaj is doing there. He's not bothered all the pains he's getting from his father, all the suffering. He says it's okay. It is not a big thing because my Lord is there. My Lord is always there to protect it. We know that how much time Lord protected him. However, Hiranyakashipu, he can control demigods, he controls 3 worlds, but he cannot control his own son because he is very pure and he could concentrate. Whatever absorption is there in the full consciousness because of Narad Muni's mercy, he could do that. So we should understand that once we get completely, tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshantete jnanam janina tattva darshan. They are the knowers of the truth completely, with whom we are surrendered. We are getting instruction from them and we have to follow it like our life and soul. We cannot deviate. Today, okay, I will eat some, something which is obnoxious, which is restricted by ISKCON and our. Then we make a compromise. When we make a compromise with your life, then life itself will make its own way to deviate you. So whenever we got opportunity, we are so fortunate. We are so much fortunate. Prahlad didn't have association of devotees. Still is one man army. He can bring the Lord, before him. He is very powerful because so much attachment to the Lord, so much absorption, so much, his behavior. He's not deviated. He's keeping his, so much. One way is, I'm not getting the word. So we should understand that you have to have a patience. You should have such a patience like Prahlad Maharaj, that everything will be all right. When we think our desire is strong, we have to bring the more stronger person in front of our strong desire. That is Krishna and devotees. When we bring them in front of us, then this strong desire becomes automatically weak. So whenever higher taste, we call it, when higher taste comes, lower taste automatically comes. We know that when we child is given a better toy, he will get rid of the small toy. So these are the natures are showing us. Nature itself is showing us higher is better than the lower. We have got lower consciousness. I'm talking about myself. So how to come over that lower consciousness? Because association, chanting. That is reason the purification starts from the age of one only. When you take the child, not only one, it is in the womb of the child. When you read good books, when you associated with the acharyas teaching, when you call devotees, pure devotees in the world, the child in the womb also gets all these blessings, and he will, when we come out, he will give in such a nice, follow-up if the parents are ready to do that little sacrifice. So here, Prahlad Maharaj is trying his level best for Asura's children because they are little polluted, not fully polluted, and they could hear Prahlad Maharaj. Next chapter, it comes how he preaches, how Manush Deva, this is Bango, it is only small drop, and we think in that drop we can swim, we can make our home, we can do anything. So understanding this, it is a temporary, and we may be off the world anytime, any moment we can be off the world, out of the world. So we should understand that life is very, very precious. Every second is precious. We should not waste in gossiping. We should not, associate with the people who always gossip. We are not bothered what is happening in the world. There is turmoil, there is cyclone, there is earthquake, everything goes on. That's a nature because it reacts according to our sinful activities, but we should not be bothered about that. Of course, for a news, we can hear the headlines if you like, but we should not discuss this thing. Why so many people are killed? It doesn't give us any pleasure. First of all, we become depressed. Now, in this world, the depression itself, governments are spending in trillions of dollars. Just imagine, 14 to 15 billion dollars America spends for depression. So the depression is not having a very good guide like Prahlad Maharaj or all of our spiritual master of spiritual Srila Prabhupada and Acharyas. They do not understand. They need a guide. They need a spiritual guide. That is the reason they are deviating. So once we understand, once we grow and preach, for preaching also the quality has to be there. We have to be steadfast in our devotional service. We should understand what is written in Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and what is the purpose of our life coming to in this world, and how we get out from this world, how soon and how fast we get out from this world, and whatever our spiritual master instruction, anything, how it benefits all. Spiritual master doesn't give instruction to single disciple. He gives to all the people, whether your spiritual master or my spiritual master, it hardly matters. When we remember all the instruction of all the spiritual master to our capacity and bring this into practical life, then we are improving, not we are proving. It's not a great thing proving I'm a good speaker, I'm a good singer. It's not a great thing. How it pleases other devotees, how much it pleases our spiritual master, how much it pleases Krishna, then it is, our life is, very, very nicely done, and we are ready to, we are the right candidate to go back to Godhead, because we always draw a Ethiopian world. So the preacher have this quality. He should have bhakti towards, Krishna, and Shakti will come from Guru and Vaishnavas. And should have a Priti Lakshana. He should have love everyone in this world, even animals. And he should, Dakshata, his strategy or his understanding scriptures, then it is very easy for us to preach, because we are obligated. We are in this world, every relative is obligatory, because relation who love with the Lord, then it is relationable. When we know what is relationable in the world, then only we can march forward. Experience is not in our control. When we get experience, we should understand this is the lesson we get. We did a mistake in this following. We should not do the same mistake. But stimuli is in our control. Where to give a stimuli to what? When we get up, that is a stimuli in the early morning. We do our morning japa, which is so important. That stimuli in the previous night only, we decide we should get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock. We should join. We should finish our morning program. That is the stimuli that is in our control. So when we have something in our control, so maybe little also, we should use it nicely. Stimulate what? To preach, to serve, and give, very nice prasad to the Lord, and make remnants available to us. So once we understand God's position, so we should understand, when we want to understand God's position, we should understand his vision. Why he protects Prahlad Maharaj. It is his vision, so that in the future, everyone, devotees, to understand how powerful devotion is. Devotion can bring Lord into our control. That's a Lord's mercy. So when we see Sanat Kumar, everything, Sanatan Kumar. So when we see how they reciprocate with the Lord, when Lord wanted salt, he says, I can't do that. Today you will ask salt, tomorrow you will ask sweet, everything. I can't provide. I am a beggar. I am a mendicant. How can I take you so many places, Madan Mohan? But I can't provide you. Then what will happen? Lord will see that he makes arrangement for himself. He sends some other devotees, build a temple, and everything is nice. Then Sanatana, Rupa Goswami, everyone is happy, because Lord wants to be served like that. But not that he is not happy with the acharyas. He is happy, but to attract other people, attract people like us to come to temple. We are building a opulent temple for the Lord. So it is attraction. Otherwise, Lord is always attractive, but how many people know is all attractive? That's why Prabhupada never, did anything for the benefit of, small benefit. So he named ISKCON as International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He could have named as God Consciousness. No, he knows Krishna is all attractive. And in the future, so many people are attracted to that Lord and coming to temple, and they get elevated. So this, whenever children have tantrum, some of the children do some tantrum for reason we are not understanding that. The understanding nature, when they go into tantrum qualities, we should understand something is lacking with us. Why is children are behaving like something lack? We have not understood the child. We don't understand the purpose of, he's behaving like that. We should go in deep and think with the intelligence what we lacked, what we did to make him right. That's why whenever we love the children in the first 5 years, we should love them 100%. We should, give them anything they want up to 5 years. 5 to 10 years, we should teach them nicely what is necessary of the Lord, what is the necessary of Bhagavad Gita, how to, elevate our and intelligence, how to improve intelligence. Srila Prabhupada always used to tell, if you give hot milk to the children, the neurons will develop in such a way the intelligence will improve. And other things, when they chant with mother and father, the intelligence improve. And the diet is more important. Leafy vegetables and proteins diet is necessary for the development of the brain. So we should understand this is given already. It is already knowledgeable, but still we make compromise. We said today is okay. Then what happened? They alters. There is something alter. In cancer also we know that there is a mutation. Why the mutation takes place? Because we are not understanding the nature of our life, nature of our body. Body is a gift given by the Lord. Don't waste this enjoying unnecessary things. Properly eat, proper sleep, and proper chanting makes you healthy. Children's where they go wrong because our attitude, our behavior is somewhere wrong. That's why children's also catch that. So at the age of 20 to 20, people are thinking 20 to 30, what people think if I do that. They're so much worried. And when they reached 40, they said, we don't care what people thinks. And when you reach 60 to 70, you know that nobody cares for us. Even children don't care for us. So we should understand the properties of the life. So we should be from the beginning. Too much attachment we should not have. But as a duty, we should do everything for our children and relatives, whatever in our capacity we should give. But we should not pollute them, giving so much luxury. So thinking that this luxury makes him happy, he can have. That's what here Prahlad Maharaj is understanding. They got all the luxurious things, opulent. They have got teachers, they have got, and here Prabhupada is mentioning about Gurukul, why it is important. There is no pollution in Gurukul. In ordinary schools, fellow student will talk nonsense. He will talk today about this thing. My mother went to Singapore, my father, So many things are, talking. Then the child will bring same thing in home, demanding that he can go to Singapore. Why you are not taking me? Or somewhere. I'm not talking about Singapore. So we should understand association is more important. We should start more Gurukul so that they are not polluted. And when they come out of the out of the Gurukul, they are, become very intelligent to understand this world, and they can withstand all the things distress in this world. They will never become despondent. They will never become depressed. So that is the lesson we should try to give our children and other fellows. Then only this world become very smooth sailing for many people. That's why Prabhupada is telling they are not polluted when they are up to the age of 5. So when you give so much love to them, it attracts. Because here Prahlad Maharaj is not only preaching the student, he gives so much love, and he tells why they are listening attentively, because they know it benefits us. Inner core, there is already inner Krishna consciousness there that is awakened. Our duty is to awaken that dormant Krishna consciousness in everybody's heart. Then only they will come up. Their true color will come out, and that true color comes out. They will be in Krishna consciousness. Then it will benefit all of us, him, us, and other people in the society. So understanding the problem of this world, then have, solution for that. Easy. Krishna has given, Acharya has given all the solution for this material life. This 21st century health is considered as illusory. They will never treat you nicely. They know they can treat you, in simple way, but they want to complicate. They want to undergo so many investigation. I'm not against anything, but they put us in so much trauma, thinking if you don't do that, you will have complications, so many, because we don't depend on Lord more than depend on doctors and other things. And another thing is there is recession in our thinking power, because we think if we don't follow regime of the doctor, we will have difficulty. That recessive mind is there, and there is a suppression and compression, depression, that is. So all these things end in depression. So what is my life? I got, but there is higher thinking, higher taste. When we think this is okay, this is the body suffering, I am not suffering. Soul doesn't suffer. So I am not suffering. It's a body. Body has to perish one day. It is not permanent. It's not always beautiful. It's not always strengthy. Everything deteriorates. This material nature, if you see anything, fruit, vegetable, everything has got a deteriorating quality. So human being's body, anybody's body is deteriorating. It's not a permanent. When we understand that nature, when we suffer, we will not bother. Of course, we have to follow the regime. We don't say that. But we should not give so much importance. We should not attract the pity from others. We have to be self-strength we should have. When you have got self-strength to withstand, then we don't need others. Care may be necessary in terminal stage. That is all right. That is not a pity. You are getting a service from the Vaishnavas, for our benefit, and so that we can chant with other things. All human beings have got bhakti adhikar. They have got always to do bhakti. They're, that adhikar is there, but not madhurya ras adhikar. For that, you have to work hard. Vasalya, Sakya, Dasya, you have to work hard to get that. That's not our adhikar. So we reach our original Swarupa and form in the spiritual world. We should have that adhikar to get it back. We lost it because of our foolishness. Now, to get it back, we have to strive hard. We have to strive that goal to get that adhikar of our, Swarupa. So once we are ready, we are, in that optimal stage of getting it, then Krishna bestows without any, that mercy will come. Of course, still it is his. He can give, he may not give. That's why we should understand that how to go to that adhikar of ours through bhakti, because bhakti, it is individual. It is not, you need not have pre-qualification for bhakti. When you have got devotional service, Prabhupada always used to say pure devotional service. He didn't say devotion. Devotion service anyone can do. Anyone can wash the pot. Anyone can clean the temple. Anyone can clean devotee's temple. I mean, house and everything. That is devotion. Okay, but not pure. Unless you do pure service to the Lord with, he says, Vakatram Pushpam also, with devotion, with love and devotion. That love comes when you are attached to someone. Love doesn't come like that. If you don't attach to the Lord or spiritual master, everything, then attachment will not come. Other attachment is of material world is very temporary. It doesn't have any, flavor, any rasa. It is like a mango juice. When you drink mango juice, it's okay. When you drink the 10th glass of mango juice, even that taste will become bitter because you don't like that same mango juice. That's why this is temporary. But in devotion service, as we do more pure devotion service, purity comes and you like it, you taste it. That's why this rasa, the mellow, is very important for us. We should understand what is the relation, what is the ras Prahlad Maharaj is enjoying with the Lord. what we can also get that same mellow when we attached to the Lord, dressing Him, serving Him, preparing His food. Every minute we think this food we like by Lord because I have brought a very nice vegetables. I have put every ingredients, pure ingredients, and I am clean, and my mental mind is only fixed on Lord preparation. I am not disturbed by anyone today. So Lord will be enjoying that food we offer, that bow. And of course, we know that it comes after tasting it, tastes much better when Krishna puts his saliva. So we should enjoy in that way whatever we are doing every day, improve every day. No, last time I did this mistake, I put salt more. This time I'm conscious, I'll put less salt and keep some salt in the altar when we serve. That Radharani will take care. So once we understand this small mistake we do in the life, we have to improve every time. We are not here to prove that I'm a very good cook, whatever I do is the best in the world. No, there is nothing like best, nothing like perfect. We have to learn from fellow devotees what is the best thing Krishna likes it, how we serve him and spiritual master. Not that we prepared 54 items. The spiritual master has got some diet restriction. We should see that what is the diet restriction, not according to our will and wish we serve him, according to his health, according to his, how to make him happy. Many spiritual masters happy with the ordinary things. They don't want western or sophisticated things. Some Maharaj may like it according to their liking and their diet control. We should serve them. That makes them happy. Yes, this Mataji always serves better. That is why if you see most of the spiritual master, see that some of the Matajis only serve them, others can add, because we are mental speculator. We are doing, if I am good in Chinese, I am good in Persian, I am good in that, I'm good in that. That goodness will not help my spiritual master or guest, because their liking is different, their bodily comfort is different, their bodily health is different. So according to others need, we should serve them, not according to our needs. Krishna wants the same thing. According to his plan, we should adhere to his plan, not our own plan we do, which will deviate us. So these are the things are always known to us. It is not that I'm telling anything new here. We should understand and follow these things, where, when, and how we can please other devotees, because mind has got no boundary. Dead person has got no value. For Guru, there is no darkness because they always illuminate. And those who depend on Krishna, there is no fear. So, how to make? Because Krishna is very chatur and we are very atur. That's the problem with us. We want to serve fast. We want to get mercy fast. We want everything fast because this world is fast. We want to travel fast. So that doesn't have anything to do with our bhakti, like fastness, our atur, our eagerness, except the laulyam to get Krishna consciousness, the laulyam to get Krishna, love of Krishna and spiritual master and acharya. That's the only laulyam you should have greed. Other greed has got no meaning at all, because whatever we think, we go fast, something might happen, because we are planning without, you know, Krishna's plan, without attachment to the Krishna's plan, without understanding of Krishna's plan. That's why when we think Krishna is the all doers, then we surrender to him. That's why the first Gita ends with Sarvadharma. Then again in Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the thing it ends, and again Chaitanya Sharatamrit. We should understand this. Devotional service only brings. Krishna says, you forget all this dharma and adharma, just surrender to me. And you chant the holy names of the Lord. If you see the sixth question of uh, asked to Sister Goswami by Sanak and other people, 88,000 people are sitting in Naimisharanya. They ask the question which is related to us. It is not related to them. What is the good things for the dying person? What is the all good for living person? What is his duty? Where to take shelter after Krishna went? So these are the things we understand. Who is the shelter? It's Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is not an ordinary book. It is the Amala Purana. We know that Bhagavatam is praised by each and everyone. There is not a single person envious of Srimad Bhagavatam. No Acharya has commented anything against Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the reason we should be fully absorbed with hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam and understand what is the purpose of the Srimad Bhagavatam, how it purifies. They say one word also can purify us. Constantly, meditating on this word, why Krishna has said, why the Acharya has written, why Vyasdeva has written, why Sukadeva Goswami, spoke in that way to Parishit Maharaj. Because of Parishit Maharaj, because of Sukadeva Goswami and Vyasdeva and our spiritual master, we can understand the purpose of this life and where our destination is. Unless we choose our destination, it's very difficult to reach there. Then we can make all our endeavor towards that to reach that goal. So we should be setting a goal first to go back to God, to get Krishna Prem. Then our endeavor towards that will give us so much pleasure. That endeavor, whenever pleasures is there, we cannot deviate from this, spiritual activity. So that endeavor should give us every moment, enjoyment, pleasure, enlightenment. Then only why we should be fear of anything. We are got such a wonderful Father and spiritual master, which can take away all our miseries within fraction of a second, nimesha. Just closing our eyelid. That much time, all the kleshas will be burned. All our sins are burned. What we are fearing of. When we are not controller, when we are not enjoyer, when we are not doer, then why we should have this fear? Every time we have got fear, it will happen that train is delayed, flight is delayed, this thing is delayed, which is not in our control. Think when we are not in control, relax. Whenever you do yoga exercise, it is not you have to keep your body stiff. You have to take slow breathe in and breathe out. If you stop your breath and do exercise, the muscle will go in taut. It will go, stiffness. That stiffness is not necessary for our body. We have to relax. That is why whenever you do exercise or yoga, you have to breathe in and breathe out slowly. That gives enough strength. Like that, here also in the miseries of this world, illusion of this world can be conquered only by relaxing. How to relax? Chant and be happy. I'll stop here. I'm sorry if I deviated anywhere. I don't know. I got weakness to deviate many times. But please pardon me. You are all wonderful devotees. You always can pardon anyone in this world. Thank you so much for patiently hearing. Any questions, any correction?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank
My
you,
Danat
Mataji.
Pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. It was so wonderful to hear from you after a long time. I almost felt like I heard after 6 months. We were really missing your association because your classes are very nectarian and very smoothly you explain to us.
You people have got so big heart, you accommodate me. I don't have any qualities and qualification to sit on Vyasasana like this and preach you people. You are all exalted people.
I am the only person
among you. I am the only person among you is exhausted person. Exhausted person, how much we can give you? But you are so merciful. Thank you so much for appreciating that.
Prabhuji, we really actually want to from our heart give a Vyasasana and also like give a mala, offered mala to you, so we can.
Your appreciation is more than mala, Mataji. It means so much to us. When we prepare, we think so. We are not perfect. We grasp something somewhere and something we project, whether it is 100% better or not, we don't know. You people are the judge, the audience. When they appreciate us, it's more than Vyasasan, it is more than a garland to us.
So Prabhuji, like, it's such a nectarian class, and what points I got from it is like, Prahlad Maharaj is preaching to children who are innocent,
Yeah.
and similarly we say that even Krishna consciousness, when we do book distribution, there are some people who will reject you and say things to you, but there are some other souls, I'm talking about adults who are very innocent, they're still very innocent, and they will take it up. Similarly, these children have taken it up, and one very wonderful point you said is that although they were at a playful age, but they are seeing the purity of Prahlad Maharaj, and that is making them sit rather than,
Play.
dance and play. Yeah. So, how we understand this is I can compare Prabhupada to Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
Like Prahlad Maharaj to Srila Prabhupada, because Srila Prabhupada also had this purity that he has made devotees of, there are some people who have even seen the back of Srila Prabhupada. He was going to the airport, and there was a Mexican devotee in Alachua. He says, I had never seen, I just saw him very distance, the back of Srila Prabhupada. And today he's one of the persons working in the kitchen and doing so much seva in the Alachua temple. He was telling me this. He didn't even meet or talk or see, just the back. So these souls are so pure that they attract so many people. And and how, even Srila Prabhupada had so many ways to preach. He will give a lecture, then he says, oh, it seems your lecture is going above the heads. And then he will give prasadam to them. And then he will give a small seva to them. I mean, there's no end to it. So one question is coming to me. You mentioned in your class that I was just doing some reflection, Prabhuji, of your class, which was wonderful. Question is coming that one is pure devotional service and one is devotion. Now, with my understanding, I feel that, in this lifetime, like, for example, cleaning the temple, doing DT seva, this is all devotion to Krishna, right? So you also mentioned...
Devotion, dressing the deity is not devotion, it is pure devotion. Because you're touching the deity. When you touch the deity, deity reciprocates. See, in this world, what we want, touching something. It gives us pleasure. It is not the other things. Because when we touch the sensation, something we get reflection. So that the reflex moment gives us enjoyment. So when you touch the deity, all our other senses go and they will keep quiet, because we are touching the deity and we are addressing the deity. That time we are not bothered about other things. That is the reason whenever we do cleaning, we don't think that this pot has given so much cooking for the Lord. If you got that consciousness, even that is pure devotion. You are mechanically doing, okay, I have to do because I cook today for the Lord, I have to do. But if you connect it with the love, so much love, then it has become a pure devotion service. Otherwise, cleaning everything mechanical, any servant can do that. There is only devotion, because she gets some benefit out of it, because she's...
So, yeah. So, Prabhuji, how I understand this is that any seva done, like sometimes, we are not Brahman initiated second time like that, and we cannot do DT seva, but then suppose anything, cleanliness or, anything, taking out the...
But in the pujari room, when you help the pujaris to do the dressing, that is also pure devotion, because without your help, they cannot do, na? Keep the dress, keep the ornaments in place. That is also pure devotion, because you are attached to that. When you attach to Krishna in any way and you love that service, then it becomes pure devotion. But mechanically, no, that management has told me to do, I'm doing, I don't have time. All these excuses, if you say, then it's devotion. There is no pure.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for explaining that. And just like, can we compare this to devotion and pure devotion? Can we compare this to like when we, like concentrate on the holy name and chant, and believe that, with attention, that Krishna is there in the holy name. And then, one we do mechanically, we just do it, our mind is going here and there. Then again, we get the mind back. And then we try to come in front of our altar. We try to come in front of the Tulsi Maharani. We try to come in front of the Mahamantra. So then we can connect more. Again, our mind goes somewhere else and then we have to get it back. So similarly, it's like when we do that, then there is some purity in chanting. Am I getting it right?
That is what I explained first only. Now, is the supreme guest coming to our tongue. Supreme guest is coming to our place. How we should serve. If we have got that mood, that attachment, that love for him, the guest, the supreme person, Godhead is coming to us, our tongue. How much we should appreciate. If you have got that consciousness, the absorption, everything comes, because we think our main concentration to serve him by chanting his name. When we come to in that mood, then it's pure devotion. This is all the procedure we do to purify us, to come to the stage of pure devotion. Everything we do, chanting, serving, everything purify, because we are impure. We should understand we are not pure. Once we understand we are not impure, when we are impure, we have to come to the closer of pure. When we come to the close of pure, everything is getting clear. All the clouds in front of us will disappear, because illumination comes from the Lord. The knowledge comes from the acharyas. Knowledge comes from the instruction by spiritual master. When we get that, when we put them into practice, then our impureness will always disappear. That's why Krishna says, by the knife, sword of knowledge, I will dissipate all the ignorance. So we are still ignorant of so many things. When we think, talking is easy for me, but when I also chant, I also deviate. So we are not respecting the supreme personality of the Godhead as a guest in our house. He is the most, greeted, most, do with love and devotion. We should keep aside all our, things which is necessary for our life. When that time, when that consciousness, that absorption, that thanking him, when we are grateful to them, he has come. Because Krishna himself says, Nam is more powerful than Namini. So when you think that way, when you absorb how much I am fortunate to sing, how much I'm fortunate to chant, how much I am grateful, how much I should be grateful. That all consciousness comes, then nothing can go wrong with us. Of course, to get that, we have to strive hard. It's not easy to get that level. That is why if you see most of the Maharaj, they're not bothered when they chant. They chant in such a absorption. Anything that time is hardly matters. I've seen one of the spiritual master, when he's chanting, something fell down from the altar and we were disturbed. We were thinking, what fell down? But he's cool, he's calm, he's only, knows he is not the controller. But we are deviated. If cat comes or something comes, we are deviated. What happened to my milk? Whatever. That, that time we are not becoming calm. So we have to come to that stage. Then only it is easy for us to benefit from this chanting.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Till I know you travel to India, but till you're in USA, my humble request at your lotus feet is to please.
No, Mataji, then you can order me. There is nothing like that. See, now what happens? We have to attend. My wife is doing garland. I have to help her in the morning time. That's the thing. I love to join you anytime, but the problem is I have to visit temple at not more after 7 o'clock. See, I'm trying to come in between 6:30 sometimes, and my bad habit is before chanting I will not go to temple also. That's a bad habit I got. So once I complete my chanting and yoga and other things, prayers, then only I will leave the house. I have to improve on that.
Actually, I'm seeing it from a point of view. It's a good habit, Because
No,
Radhanath Maharaj mentions, Radhanath Maharaj mentions that you should not start your material activities and go out without doing your 16 rounds. So you are
no,
following.
that is not material. No, going to temple is not material.
Yes, that's true. But we should not go out anywhere, temple, anywhere without doing our rounds. So you're following that. So that's you're telling us this. So we hope we can also follow. Sometimes, we have a couple of rounds left and we have to go out here and there. So that way we are like completely sheltered. And of course, I was hearing yesterday that when we do 16 rounds, follow 4 regulations, then Srila Prabhupada has promised us that we will go back to Godhead. So I was very happy to hear that yesterday. And I said, yes, we are. But then we have to do it.
That is not mechanical, Mataji. When you
Yes.
chant, you should come to that stage. We can keep a review and chant. That is not telling. See, practice is difficult. When we say we can go back to Godhead, it is, if that easy, everyone would have gone back. But we are filtered because we have got something our own, desires.
Yeah, otherwise, like a parrot, we can chant for millions of years.
That's what I'm telling. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your association.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Prabhu. All glories to you. Patiently hearing a foolish person.
No, I'm a very fallen soul. Living because of your Vaishnava mercy. I wanted to know about the difference between somebody who is doing the regulation to the minimal level as per Prabhupada's instruction and going back to Godhead, versus the one who is deeply immersed, Satatam Kirtantamam, so rather Satatam Yuktanam. So what is the difference between these? Both will go to Vaikuntha, and what will happen?
See,
rather both will go to Golok, and
When the education we are given, they give us marks 50%, 60%. The super intelligent people go to the good college, good this thing. Other people cannot go there. So like that in spiritual also, if you want a minimum marks, minimum passing marks, if you're having that, there is somewhere we can go. It is not that we are going to go Lok Vrindavan. And all of us are going to the pastime of the Lord, any universe we are going. We are still purified there. Then only we have taken. It is like, in the computer, you have to filter sometimes. Filtering, you filter 7 airlines, you filter to 6 airlines, then come to 1 airlines. Like that it is. It is that they are going back to Godhead, but it takes long time for them because they are not fit candidate. We are not fit candidate to go back to Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha, anywhere we wish. But same time, they already passed, passing marks 50%. Then they will be taken to one more universe where they will be taught as a servant of some devotee, help them. Then they are taught. Then they will be given training, proper training, how to serve the Lord. That is why when we serve the Lord, we are serving as Lakshmi Narayan. We are not serving as Radha Krishna. It's very, very high level. Bhagavat. We are doing Narad Panchatra, not Bhagavat Panchatra. So we should understand that everyone has got their level. When we chant, when Rupa Goswami are chanting, they can enter in the, samadhi. They can enter the pastime of the Lord. You know that story when he laughed, when Krishna and Radharani had some mischief going on. Rupa Goswami laughed, but it broke his samadhi because some Brahman was going, he has got some defect. He thought Rupa Goswami is laughing at him. So he thought, actually Rupa Goswami is laughing because of the Krishna's pastime. But it taken an offense. And because of that offense, Rupa Goswami no more could, go into that pastime. Of course, then he asked pardon of him. See, knowingly, unknowingly, we do so many mistakes. So to get out from that, we have to take shelter of whose? Lord's name. their spiritual master and Vaishnavas. They pardon us. Otherwise, one who we know we have done offense to someone, we can straight away go and say, it's not my purpose, I laughed for something else. So there is level of consciousness, lower level, mid level, higher level. When you have got that level, then we know he is a pure. Now, if you see Prahlad and other people, who are they? They are previously also, they must be pure devotees. They have come here. How Narad saved? Because demigods wanted to kill the child because they do not want any another Hiranyakashipu should be born. But who saved him? Lord sent Narad. Narad preached it. And after so many years, 100 years or that, I don't know how many years exactly, Prahlad was in the womb of Kayadu, and he came out. And came out as child only. He didn't come out as 100 years old. Sukadev Goswami came out as 12 years old and immediately go up to 16 years within fraction of a second. So these are the varieties are there in the world. If you attach to Ram, you will go to Ayodhya. There is a place in Golok Vrindavan, Ayodhya also. So we should understand that what is our real adhikar, how to get there, Swarup. Then it's easy. So just because Prabhupada wants to attract all the people, he said, chant and go back happy and go back. Are we happy by chanting? We should ask ourselves. So it is the level of consciousness. According to that, we will go. We will, go in super fast elevator. Fastest flight will come to us and pick up us. Or we go to some places where Lord pastime is there. So if you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime, millions of people are associated with him. They are getting purified, hearing him, seeing him, his beauty. Everyone is purified. But not that everyone will go back to God. They will go to some places again where Prabhupada pastime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time. So they will go to that level. Then from there, slowly they go. We have got the chance because of Acharyas and Srila Prabhupada and other things. We can go back faster than they. They may go to 3-4 universes. We may go for one universe where we are trained properly. Then we will be shifted. Okay, Prabhu?
Yes, so nice, Prabhu. Yes. The Krishna also says, Asava yoginas chainam kule dhimatam. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not that all the 88,000 people are sitting hearing Sutta Goswami, they went back to Godhead. You know the story of, that ghost, Brahma ghost. Gokarna was preaching. Everyone he could not send. He could send only one ghost. Because that ghost was very absorption. And he didn't have any other things to do. So he was listening and Gokarna could send him back to Godhead. Though he's a Brahma Rakshas, but what about other people? He could not send them because they have got so many other priorities. So in our life, we have got so many priorities. We are holding something. When you hold something, there will be no stamp on our passport. We will be rejected. So when we leave everything, like Draupadi, when she left everything and prayed Krishna, he is always there to take us. So all these things counts, how much that devotee is attached to something. Because we know that our desire will take us to another body.
Yes. The ghost was a little lucky, though he purified.
Yeah, because he's attached to Gokarna. See, here Prahlad Maharaj is very pure. That's why children are attached to him. Gokarna was very pure. He's a brahmachari. Though he's his stepbrother, is becoming Brahma Rakshas. He elevated him. So now Veena, if you see Veena's story, Veena was very cruel. He used to kill the children playing.
Yes.
So what the sadhus did, they killed him.
Killed him.
Yeah. That's why if you think Kamsa, he was also taking the name of the Lord. But we want in that way taking the name of the Lord? Wrong way, thinking always Krishna will come and kill me, Krishna will come and kill me. We don't want that. There is no love in that. Though he might have gone to, back to Godhead, where Vaikuntha he must have gone. So we should not bother about things. Our main goal, what is there? Not the going back to Godhead. We should love Lord. We should serve the Lord. We should love Lord. When we attached by serving Him and loving Him, doesn't matter where He takes us. How it matters? We are going to serve Him there also. His devotees. When we serve a spiritual master, is as good as we are serving Lord Balaram. How it matters to us. And we are associating with like-minded devotees in this world. Wherever we go and attach to them only, devotees. It doesn't matter, Prabhu, where we go. It hardly matters. Nothing. Where Krishna is there, nothing can go wrong.
Yes,
okay, Mataji. If other people do not have any comment or anything, we can stop here if you give me permission.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one question is there, or more can I ask?
Yeah.
So, what happens sometimes, we see that the parents, in general, parents have, say, 2-3 children, right? So, all children are not devotees. They are following Chinmay and many other things. And then some are following Krishna consciousness. So, and then if a parent is a single parent, the parent has to travel from one home to the other. And they want to kind of maintain with all their children because, the situation is there sometimes. For the mother, the husband is not there. So then, the daughters or sons, they have to, this thing. So then we notice as Krishna conscious, we are following, we notice that so much of deviation and, this thing comes in their mind because they are associating with our siblings, which are not devotees,
Yeah,
and
but
then,
that hardly matters because you are devotee. Krishna promises at least 3 generations will be liberated for us. Only Prahlad Maharaj is 21.
Okay. So my question.
But they are liberated. They are not going back to Godhead. Remember, these relatives of here only going to higher planets where they are still purified. That is the mercy because you are a devotee in your family. But they are not going back to Godhead.
So they will be liberated too. They will be liberated too.
Liberation means what, Mataji? Liberation has got so many meanings. You go to higher planet, it's liberation. You are not coming to Mrityulok. That's the only liberation they are getting.
But Prabhuji, what if they are not following regulations?
Because of your purity, that's the benefit Lord is awarded us. If you take 1, 2 free, like that. If you become a devotee, so the parent, now you think most of the spiritual masters' parents are devotees? No. But they will go back to Godhead in the future.
Yes. So basically, when the parent comes back to you after circulating among other children, then you just, accept them and then ask them to follow bhakti. That's all we can do, right?
We can be exemplary. If the others see us because of our devotion, because of everything is going smoothly, we are not we are fearless, we are got no dependent except Krishna and spiritual master and other people. They see how we are progressing in our life, how we are peaceful, how we are happy, our enlightenment. When they see us, she compares, okay, these 2 children are, enjoying them. But this daughter is doing very well because of her. See, we have seen here, yesterday only, some boys' parents came. They are Vaishnavas, but they are not so devotee. When they saw his son is doing so much service in the temple, they have become fearless. They said, now we are fearless. We know you Vaishnavas can look after our son. So happy they went. They are rich, they are a businessman, but this son wants to stay back in America. But he's very pure, very Krishna consciousness. Because of he loves service, he loves association, he loves, Lord. So parents also got so much impressed. They went peacefully. When they came here, they were, so much worried. He's not married, he's not getting a girl, he wants to stay back. Everything worries us. While they went, they told us, we are so happy, we are not bothered now. You are all looking him very nice. That assurance is there when you associate with the devotees. When we become exemplary in this world, other people are said, yes, okay, now nothing to worry. This daughter of mine is well established.
Okay. So, like, for example, when my mother is here, she will read, she will chant and do more reading. But when
Mataji, we
uh,
go more personal things. Because we have to give chance to other people if they got. That is okay, Mataji. If she doesn't think of that, she will get benefit because of you. If you are purely chanting.
we just purely do our bhakti and the benefit is there.
Yeah. You do your duty, leave it rest to Lord. He will take care of us.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is
Hare
Gita
Krishna,
Mata.
Mataji. Dandavat to you. You are
Thank
so
you.
patiently
Thank you,
hearing.
Prabhuji.
I thought I should have your quality. I don't have that quality of hearing patiently. Absorption.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji.
You and Puja Mataji all very well exalted devotees. We should take shelter of you people.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, I wanted to ask you, so 3 generations ahead get benefit, huh? Everybody or just the close family members?
No. Most of them are. Most of them get. See, benefit means what? Benefit means they will not come to this Mrityulok. That's all benefit. Further destination, if they chant, if they associated, they want to improve, then
Okay.
otherwise they will be going to many universes. There are multiple universes, millions of universes. They will travel in that universe, but they will not come to this Bhulok, Mrityulok.
So basically, they'll go to something better. We don't know what, but better. Better.
Better.
Yeah.
There are so much opportunities given to them, associate with the Lord and their devotees, their pastime. That is assurance is there. They will go where the pastime of the Lord, Srila Prabhupada and Acharyas are going on. They will be part of that because of your devotion.
Yes.
That is the benefit they get. Because you are the good soul, Lord selected you to put in this family, and you start practicing bhakti. So automatically all the people around you, surrounding you get benefited. See, because of Prahlad, all the little children are benefited. When he become king, they all become devotees of the Lord.
Right.
That
Thank
is the
you, Prabhuji.
reason. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
After a long time, we heard
Thank you so much for remembering me. It's not worth.
No, Prabhuji. We are looking more for having a session. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna. You did 2 verses, Prabhuji, right?
Huh?
You did
Yeah,
1 verse?
I completed that.
Okay, next
new chapter.
Instruction to this thing, children. By
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you so much, Mataji.
Thank
Can
you
we
so
stop
much,
here if you don't mind?
Yes, Prabhuji. You want to go to temple, right? So yeah. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमः जय श्री हरदास ठाकुर की जय। जय प्रभुपाद की जय।
और वैष्णवी एंड वैष्णवी की जय।
जय मुरारी वल्लभ प्रभु जी की जय।
जय प्रभुजी।
जय।
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Mataji, we start new chapter tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Like patient positive good corner. Gurugasha Krishna Guruga Premiera Koshitana Janama Unity. She Pronitra and the Mahapu Pronitra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.